Let me see.
It's your visor. Get it.
It's so bright.
Vitamin D.
What's going on, family?
Yo.
We are here. It is Nenjah and the Rose.
And we back.
And we make the rules.
All day.
All day.
And all night.
We want to talk to y'all about, we got a lot of people that ask us tips on how to like be in a good relationship, how to be healthy and happy and live in the relationship that you want, and we got some tips for you.
Got some tips.
Yeah.
Let's do 10 of them things.
Okay.
All right, so boom, number one. You want to start?
Sure. I'll start with this one because it's actually number one too.
Okay.
I feel like it's really for real number one.
All right.
And that is to show appreciation and gratitude in your relationship. I know we've mentioned this to y'all before many times, but we cannot say it enough.
Facts.
If you want to be in a happy state within yourself and with your partner, being in appreciation of the things that they do and the value that they bring to your relationship, there's no better way to do that than to simply come up with the reasons why and tell them the reasons why you love them, the reasons why you appreciate them, the reasons why you appreciate what they bring to the relationship and all of that. And when you're in a state of gratitude, you cannot focus on the things that bother you about that individual. It's just not possible. You won't have space in your mind for it. And so if you can focus internally, externally, share it with them at least once a day, at least once. You should be doing it all the time. Every time he washes the dishes, I thank him for it. And that is a way that you guys will build to be happy and healthy, where you are not holding resentment for the person. You're letting all of that kind of stuff go.
Right. So,
show gratitude.
So, number two, ask for what you need.
Okay.
I had this, I guess I wouldn't call it a problem, but I would want certain things to happen without necessarily vocalizing it or communicating it. So if I wanted to be left alone, I would just kind of like get upset that I wasn't being left alone as opposed to asking for it. Real weird stuff, but you know, I'm in my mind a lot of the time. So what I've learned to help, you know, our relationship out is really like, hey, I'm doing this. Do you mind if I catch up with you later? You know what I'm saying? You could do it in a polite way. You could do it in, you know, a respectful way. But you also just have to ask for what you need in the relationship. If you need alone time,
Definitely.
if you need together, if you want to be together, if you want to do some things, if you know, feel like things are kind of slacking, or, you know, you got to ask for these things because your partner isn't a mind reader. So just ask for what you need.
Definitely.
It's that simple.
Definitely.
No one knows what's going on up there except you, so vocalize.
Yes. And that makes you happier and healthier because you're able to get the things that you need. Like, you're able to get your needs met by that other person, and then you feel happy.
Right.
You really feel happy. Yeah. I had to practice that one too. Definitely I had to.
Yeah.
Another one that I also feel like could kind of be number one for me personally.
What's that?
Is communicating often. Always over communicating in some situations, but always communicating in a way where, again, you're asking for what you need, and you're not leaving anything to like stew on the table. You know, like if there's some beef between the two of you guys, communicate about it.
Yes.
And like you were saying, I think a lot of times in relationships, people can think that the other person's a mind reader, not consciously, but subliminally, they want that person to pick up on the thing that they're upset about or whatever. And if you're not communicating that need to the other person, they will never know. And then what you do is you build resentment within you because they're not meeting your needs, when in actuality, you haven't accurately communicated what you need in the first place. If you want something, you gotta put your big boy, big girl pants on and ask for that thing out loud. And it's up to the other person to communicate back in a way that is respectful and reciprocal and give back to you in those ways.
For sure.
And and communicating accurately, communicating effectively is related to being able to argue effectively as well, which is super important. So when you can learn each other's style, it's a way that can actually keep your relationship happier and healthier because you're able to even like argue well you know, like the arguments are gonna happen, disagreements are gonna happen, but if you know how to do it in a way that's respectful and lets both of y'all come back and find an agreement and move forward.
That kind of goes into, you know, the next one, which is to treat your interactions as a learning opportunity. So, you know, whether you might look at it as a good interaction or a bad interaction, it's all something for you to learn from and something that you could use as a tool in the future. So if we have a bad interaction, it's not necessarily bad. It's something that, you know, I'm learning something from you. So if we have an argument and you telling me I don't like when you do this, I'm learning that. You know what I'm saying? I might not have known before.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's something that it can both help, you know, the relationship grow. So treating interactions as learning opportunities it's one of those like low-key gems.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because if you look at something as, hey, I might be able to learn something from this situation, as opposed to, you know, being on the offensive side of it, like, hey, you're doing this, I'm doing, or this is not happening. Like, you know, it's kind of taking a step back from the situation and being like, what can I learn from this?
Yeah.
You know, even in dark times,
frustrating,
frustrating, like difficult situations.
Yeah, definitely.
So everything is a learning opportunity
if you let it.
If you let it be, you know what I'm saying.
Your mind's open.
If you're a student of the game, but no, life, the game.
Okay, so number 5 is to balance your life and your relationship. And this is something that applies to not only a happy and healthy relationship, but being a happy, healthy, fulfilled individual as a whole. And one of the things that we all have done is we over-focus in one area of life. So we work too hard at our job, or we spend too much time giving to a toxic relationship, or we or we can become obsessive about our health and our wellness, or we can become not obsessive about our health and we can go off the other end. Right. But ultimately what it comes down to is when there is balance in your life, that's when you're able to give attention to all of these areas that keep you happy and whole and healthy. And this is just as true for your relationship. Relationships are like little baby plants that need sunshine and light and water. Like they need everything to grow, right? They are a part of life, and they need attention and nurturing to flourish. Right. And without that, they will wither. A relationship, for it to be happy and healthy, has to be an entire segment of your life. Right. Like it has to be a whole area that you dedicate time and energy to. If there's an argument that needs to be worked out, that's your time and energy. Right. If you want to spend time with each other and go on date night, that's your time and energy. If you want to live in different homes, but you have to go back and forth because you want to visit your person, you want your own personal space, time and energy. And so being able to balance all of those different areas simultaneously is a skill. It takes practice and it takes work, and it can be awkward at first, but it can be done when you set your priorities very clearly. You get clear on that, and then you're able to fit your relationship in a way where you have like dedicated time to that thing, and you know that you're able to create that balance in your life.
Right. And when everything's off balance, that's usually when frustration sets in, and then you just don't know what's going to happen, and your life is just starting tilting. You know, you're stressed
at work, and then you take it out on your boyfriend when you get home, and you know, that's
balance is
good.
Everything.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay balanced.
Yeah.
Number 6.
Okay.
This is one I got from my mom. My mom always told me this, and it's a very great lesson. So, big up to you, Mom. Love you. Never go to sleep angry. Because
you taught me that one.
Learned that from my mom.
Okay.
For a healthy and happy relationship, if you go to sleep angry, you will not have that healthy and happy relationship, because when you go to sleep angry, you wake up with those same emotions.
Wake up angry.
I mean, I feel like that's cutting dry.
Sometimes you wake up angry because it's stewed the whole night.
Exactly. And then, and I've done it, even knowing that piece of relationship advice. You know what I'm saying?
We've all done it.
Right.
Yeah.
It just sucks. I'm like, wait, why I feel like this? Oh, because I was tight last night. Don't be tight at night.
Okay. And how do you like avoid that?
You gotta talk that shit out. Yo. You gotta
stay up late.
That's number 3. You gotta go back to number 3 and communicate. You gotta talk that shit out. Because we sit there, we get upset at each other and hash it out for hours upon hours until you're like, all right.
You up at 3 in the morning and then you're like, I'm not gonna go to sleep angry.
By any means, don't be tight at night.
I use all my energy communicating effectively.
You can't be angry.
You can't
anymore.
be. You got no energy to be angry. You're like, I just need to sleep.
Right.
I'll be happy.
Right.
Okay, so this one, which is kind of the opposite of that one, number 7, is release endorphins together, which is something that people do all the time in the beginning of their relationship, right? Like you go on dates, you figure out what the other person is their special thing that they like to do, and y'all go do it together, and like, and you make special time for those sorts of things, and then you get into the everyday thing, and you get into your schedule, and the other person gets in their other schedule, and then you're not doing any of that stuff anymore. People go like I work out in the morning and you work out at night, and so we're never doing that together. But it's like you can make time to go to the gym together, and you can make time to like we'd like to ride bikes together.
Releasing those well, we can't ride bikes now because some motherfucker came on the block and stole her front tire and stole my back tire. Thank you.
We got Jack.
We got Jack. Brooklyn, keep on taking.
But look, we're gonna keep releasing endorphins together by any means necessary.
Sexy time.
Exactly.
That's releasing endorphins.
That's releasing all the endorphins.
Releasing endorphins. What else?
Or anything you like to do, like if it's
movies.
Yeah, or
night.
anything that feels exciting to you that you get to do. And like when you get that like charged up feeling to do it with another person.
You gotta get those butterflies back.
Yes,
you know
exactly. Like that flame can go out, and to do things that get y'all both excited together.
Stoke the fire.
Yes.
Stoke it.
It will keep you healthy. The endorphins are healthy, and it will keep both of y'all happy and feeling satisfied and connected. Connected.
Facts. All right. So what do we have here? Spend time. This kind of goes to that one too. Spend time on your common interests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're releasing those endorphins, you're obviously doing things that both of you guys like. So I might like playing ball, and you like, you know what? Let me go try and play basketball with Nenjah, and then we have a good ass time.
We've done it. We've done it many times.
And you was kind of like, you was trying to give me some work on the court.
I know.
You know, but the lefty, the lefty is nice, baby. But nah, like,
it's cool. You got like 15 years on me, so see me when I come up in 15 years, and then I'll be spanking that booty on the court, yo.
Crossing me up and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, so
I'm
like,
small and nimble.
That's what it is.
You could be like, oh.
I was trying to get you to jump. I'm like, all right, it's called a jump shot.
Oh yeah, we're practicing that one.
Nah, spend time on your common interests. So what else do we like doing? We like going on like
common
adventures.
interests. Or like reading. Sometimes we read in bed together, yo.
True.
Like
we sound like some old ass people, but this shit
that's
fun.
not old.
That's
You
old
should
ass
be
shit.
reading. You should be a 5-year-old and a 15-year-old and a 30-year-old reading.
But when I was
it's not lame.
Listen, it's not lame.
It's not.
But I also was not 14 with my girlfriend at 14 laying in the bed reading together.
That's true. That would be lame. There's a time and a place. But look,
we're
trying to better ourselves.
Yeah, right, for sure.
We try to get our minds, and then look, when you're learning and I'm learning, then it's like.
No doubt. I'm just messing. But yeah.
But anything, like we like when we're feeling creative or like we have ideas that we need to work out, we like to go on walks.
Right,
and we'll get the puppy dog and go on a walk together and just talk.
Right.
Everything. Like you said, bike riding, reading books. What are cool things that we do?
We go to parties together. We party together. We go out, get jiggy, get real fly.
Yeah, we do. I like to get fly with you. That's fun. That's fun.
So do those things. Whatever you guys like doing, talk about it. Like, oh, this is fun, and do it.
But sometimes I think too, people will have a distance in their relationship and they might not even realize the things that they might both like to do because they're never doing it together. And you can bring that spark into your relationship. You can create a healthy connection between the two of you by doing those things together sometimes. There's separate time, there's time for separateness, but like that's a thing that really creates that healthy connection between people.
Number 9. It got swole.
The sun. She's here. This might seem like counterintuitive to a happy and healthy relationship where you think of people as a pair.
Right.
But a really important point is your happiness is not contingent on the fact that you're even in a relationship in the first place.
Can you break that down for the people that might not know?
Because that's bars. We just hit you with a bars.
Break that down for them.
So the point is like your happiness should not be affected by whether or not you're even in a relationship in the first place. And your happiness definitely shouldn't be affected by whether or not you're relying on that other person to make you feel good about yourself. So the point is, and I've been speaking on this recently, but you should find your happy and healthy self first.
Right. And foremost.
First and foremost, and then collaborate your life with another individual. Your happiness does not depend on the presence of a relationship in your life.
Noted.
So I could be by myself and not be with Nenjah.
Right.
And I could be happy and healthy on my own.
That's for sure.
I could be all the way happy and healthy. When we can collaborate together, it makes it even more beautiful. But it's not contingent. It's not based on whether or not I'm with you in the first place.
For sure. You're in charge of your own happiness.
Yes.
Point blank.
He said it so much quicker.
I did.
Than I did. Always.
But you just got the eloquence. You know
Okay, good. That's why it's good. That's a good. Okay.
Our last one is set fair boundaries and expectations.
Ooh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be fair first and foremost. Hey, Sun King.
The sun is still here.
The sun, look, the
Ah.
Sun King came and the sun came. So set fair boundaries for you and your partner.
And expectations,
this
it comes down to the same thing we're talking about before with expectations.
Right.
You got to speak what you want
Right.
to receive it in return.
Right.
If you have an expectation about something, if you need to set a boundary about how much time we spend together on, I need my time to go be creative or do what I need to do, you got to set that stuff in the relationship because those are the things always comes back to building resentment, yo.
Right. If you don't say that and the resentment just comes and like it starts building up and it becomes like a tumor almost. And
you're like, why don't they know that I need this?
Right.
That's on you, bro.
Set those boundaries.
That's on you.
I need this right here and you could be a part of it later, but I need to do it right now.
Yep.
And it has to be fair.
And it has to be fair. And a piece of that is don't always expect that your request will go through with them just agreeing with you.
Right.
It's a conversation. It's not just always about you, right?
Right.
And to understand that it's like a learning process, right? Like someone's not gonna get it right all the time. Y'all are gonna have to adjust expectations.
Exactly.
And we've been doing that for years. As you continue to grow and change, your expectations and your needs and all that changes.
They evolve and
Yes.
you gotta adapt.
Yes. And if you wanna be happy and healthy, you gotta talk about those difficult things to ask for.
All the time.
Yep.
So if you guys have any other tips on how to create a healthy
we wanna
and
know.
happy relationship, let us know.
Yeah.
Type it in the comments.
Yes.
Make sure you like the video.
Yes.
Share the video.
Yes.
And subscribe to Nenjah and The Rose.
Yeah. Turn your notifications on so you see the next
Click
video that we
that
put out
bell.
next week.
Facts. So
We love you
it's
guys.
been real. Much love. Peace.